Attendance for Quarter 3, Week 3. What can forces do? Matatag Curriculum, Bansang Makabata, Batang Makabansa, with me, Teacher KMT. Good day, kids! Today, we will learn about what can forces do. Here are the possible objectives for today's lesson. Number 1. Predict the amount of force needed to move an object and change an object's shape. Number 2. Describe what happens to an object when it is pushed, pulled, stretched, bent, twisted, and squeezed. Number 3. Describe the effects of pushes and pulls applied to objects at rest or in motion. Number 4. Describe the effects of varying the force applied to objects. Short review. Answer the following questions. What do you call a push or pull resulting from the interaction of two objects? Good job! Force. What do you call an exerting force away from the source? Great! Push. What do you call an exerting force towards the source? Good job! Pull. What do you call the thing that attracts material made of iron, nickel, and cobalt? Great! Magnet. What do you call a solid material? Good job! Metal. Self-assessment. This self-assessment is to be guided by your actual teacher. Force. A push or pull resulting from the interaction of two objects. What can forces do? Effects of forces on an object. Move an object at rest. Example, kicking a ball on the ground. Stop a moving object. Example, catching a ball passed to you by a friend. Change the speed and direction of a moving object. Example, receiving a volleyball. Change the size or shape of an object. Example, stretching a rubber band or a spring. Can be done by stretching, bending, twisting, squeezing. Example, squeezing a Play-Doh or a calamansi. The state of motion of an object tells us if it is moving or at rest. When it is at rest, it is not moving or changing position from its original position. It's also called a stationary object. Amount of force. Number 1. Small force. It is a gentle push or pull that does not need much effort. For example, blowing a feather or lightly tapping a ball. Number 2. Medium force. It is a bit stronger and needs more effort than a small force. Example, pushing a toy car or swinging on a swing. Number 3. Big force. It is a strong push or pull that needs a lot of effort. Example, pushing a heavy box or trying to move a big rock. So, small forces are gentle. Medium forces need a bit more effort, and big forces need a lot of strength. Can you think of any other examples of small, medium, or big forces you use every day? Let's answer. Letter A. Can I move it? Apply the amount of force needed to move the objects listed in the tables below. Rigid objects are number 1, chair, number 2, door, number 3, shelf. Now predict the amount of force needed to move the objects. Let us try to answer number 1, chair. What will be your prediction? Good job! I can move the chair with a medium force. Number 2, door. What will be your prediction? Great! I can move the door with a medium push. Number 3, shelf. What will be your prediction? Correct! I can push the shelf with a big force. Letter B. Can I change it? Apply the amount of force needed to change the objects listed in the tables below. Soft objects are number 1, paper, number 2, clay, number 3, rubber band. Now predict the amount of force needed to change the objects. Let us try to answer number 1. Paper. What will be your prediction? Good job! I can change the shape of the paper by crumpling it with a small force. Number 2, clay. What will be your prediction? Excellent! I can change the shape of the clay by rolling, bending, and twisting it with medium force. Number 3, rubber band. What will be your prediction? Good job! I can change the rubber band's shape by stretching it with a medium force. Process questions. Number 1. Which object required a bigger force to move? Why? Great! The shelf required a bigger force to move because it's heavy. Number 2. How did you distinguish your force as small, medium, or large? Very good! I distinguish the small, medium, and big forces by doing many trials in varying my force. Applying the big force is tiring, depending on whether the object is heavy. Work example. This work example is to be guided by your actual teacher. Another work example. Using your own ball, let us try to answer work example letter B, forces in action. Move or stop me instructions. Using a ball, show how force can move an object at rest and change how an object moves. Activity number 1. Put a ball on the table. Make sure it does not move. Apply a small force to roll the ball on the table. What happened to the object? Good job! The ball at rest started to move. Activity number 2. Push a ball slightly on the table or floor. Put something to block it 60 centimeters from where it started. What happened to the object? Great! The ball bounced back after hitting the block, or the ball may stop. Activity number 3. Push a ball slightly on the table or floor. Using your other hand, push it in the opposite direction when it reaches 50 centimeters. What happened to the object? Great! The moving ball moves in the opposite direction. Activity number 4. Constantly push a ball while it's moving on the table or floor. What happened to the object? Correct! The ball moves faster compared to the ball in number 1. Now, using your own clay, let us answer work example letter C, mold me. Instructions. Using clay, show how force can change the shape of an object. Activity number 1. Roll the clay on the table more than 5 times. What changes in the object? put a check mark. Good job! The size and shape. Activity number 2. Bend the clay. What changes in the object? Very good. The shape. Activity number 3. Stretch the clay without breaking it. What changes in the object? Good job! The size and shape. Activity number 4. Twist the clay. What changes in the object? Very good. The shape. Activity number 5. Squeeze the clay. What changes in the object? Excellent. The shape. Learners' takeaways. This learners' takeaways is to be guided by your actual teacher. Reflection on learning. This reflection on learning is to be guided by your actual teacher. Evaluating learning. True or false? Carefully read the statements below. Write true if the statement is true. Otherwise, write false on the blank space before each number. Number 1. A force is a push or pull applied to an object. Is it true or false? Very good. True. Number 2. Blocking a rolling ball will make it move faster. Is it true or false? Correct. False. Number 3. Pressing clay can cause its shape to change. Is it true or false? Good job. True. Number 4. Stretching an object makes it long permanently. Is it true or false? Very good. False. Number 5. When an object is pulled, it always moves towards the direction of the pull. Is it true or false? Great! False. Another evaluating learning. Matching type. Study the pictures below. Match the given picture in column A to the change it illustrates due to the push or pull applied. Draw a line from the picture to the change illustrated in the picture. Number 1. What is the correct answer? Very good. Letter B. Moves an object that was not moving. And number 2, letter A. Change in shape. Number 3. What is the correct answer? Very good. Letter C, stops an object that was moving. And number 4 will be letter D, changes the direction of a moving object. Well done, kids! What have we learned today? Today, we learn about that a force is a push or pull resulting from the interaction of two objects. Effects of forces on an object. Move an object at rest. Example, kicking a ball on the ground. Stop a moving object. Example, catching a ball passed to you by a friend. Change the speed and direction of a moving object. Example, receiving a volleyball. Change the size or shape of an object. Example, stretching a rubber band or a spring. Can be done by stretching, bending, twisting, squeezing. Example, squeezing a Play-Doh or a calamansi. It was also emphasized that small forces are gentle, medium forces need a bit more effort, and big forces need a lot of strength. Kids, thank you for listening. I hope you have learned. Please do not forget to click the like, share, and subscribe.